It's late. You're still awake. Not because you want to be, because somewhere in your chest, there's that familiar tension again. That quiet pressure. The feeling that maybe you should still be doing something. Maybe there's one more thing to finish. One more thing to check. One more thing to prepare for tomorrow. Stopping feels wrong. Rest feels like something that has to be earned. Look at that. Asleep for hours. No unfinished list. No quiet guilt in the background. No inner voice reminding it that the day isn't over yet. Just stillness. Just sleep. Just a nervous system that decided the day was finished. Your brain forgot how to do that. Somewhere along the way, that ability disappeared. And tonight, you might remember why. You forgot how to stop. There was a version of you who understood something important. Something simple. Something your life eventually taught you to forget. You were tired, so you stopped. You slept. There was no internal debate. No voice asking whether you had earned the right to rest. Nobody waiting for you to finish something. Nobody measuring your productivity. Nobody watching. You were tired. And that was enough. Your body asked for rest. You gave it rest. That was the entire conversation. You don't remember the exact moment that changed, but it did. What changed? Maybe it happened at school. Maybe a teacher said something that sounded completely normal. Finish your work first, then you can relax. Or maybe it happened at home. Maybe you watched the adults around you, the way they moved through the day. Always busy, always worried about something, always one step ahead of rest. And slowly, without anyone explicitly teaching you, your brain learned a rule. Rest comes later, work comes first, prove something first, finish something first. Then, maybe, you can stop. And your brain being the loyal system it is adapted, it rewired itself around that idea. Stopping feels dangerous. Moving feels safe. Rest becomes a reward, not a need. A reward, something you give yourself after everything else is finished. But everything else is never finished. So here you are, actually tired. Your body knows it, your eyes know it. Your nervous system has been asking for rest for hours. But your mind is still running, because stopping feels like falling behind. Rest feels like weakness. And somewhere deep in your system, that old lesson is still active. Just one more thing, just one more message, just one more small task. Then you'll rest. Then you'll stop. You've been telling yourself that since this morning. Here's what's actually happening. Your brain has a survival chemical. It doesn't know the difference between a lion and a deadline. It sends the same signal for both. Don't stop, so you don't. You carry it home. Into bed. Eyes closed, but the system's still running. Replaying conversations. Rebuilding tomorrow. Looking for problems that aren't there. Not because something is wrong with you. Because your brain never got the message it was waiting for. Threat gone. You can stop. It never came. Look at the cat again. Paws moving, whiskers twitching, eyes moving under closed lids. Not restless, working. One experiment once tried something unusual. Researchers placed brain monitors on 31 sleeping cats. They observed them for 72 hours. At first, they expected something simple. Rest, recovery, a quiet brain. But that isn't what they found. During sleep, the feline brain was extremely active. Not randomly, very specifically. It replayed the entire day. Every movement, every jump, every sound, every small decision. Over and over, strengthening the useful ones, discarding the rest, practicing, preparing, refining. Sleep wasn't just rest. Sleep was construction, memory being organized, skills being sharpened, tomorrow being prepared. When the cat wakes tomorrow, it will be faster, sharper, more aware, because it stopped. Did you? And here's something strange. Something in that sound, the one coming from beside you right now, might be doing something your mind has been trying to do all day, but couldn't. In 2023, researchers studied something else. 44 cat owner pairs, 8 weeks of observation, hair samples, hormonal measurements, weeks of accumulated stress compressed into data. The pattern was simple. Stressed owner, stressed cat, calm owner, calm cat. Their nervous systems were linked. But the direction of that link was very clear. Your cortisol predicts theirs, not the other way around. Your cat can feel your nervous system before you even recognize it yourself. When you walk through that door, it already knows. What kind of day you had, how tense your body is, how close you are to exhaustion, whether you need comfort or space. Think about tonight. Did it come to you? Or did it stay across the room? That isn't random. That isn't mood. That is information. Your nervous system is louder than you think. Here's the part that stays with you. You've been running on cortisol for so long, you forgot what the other state feels like. The state before the lists, before the constant proving, before productivity became identity, before rest required permission. You were tired. You stopped. That was enough. There's something else happening right now, something most people never notice. A cat's purr vibrates between 25 and 50 hertz. Researchers studying sound frequencies found something interesting. Sound within that range can reduce cortisol levels in humans exposed to it. Not metaphorically, physically. Your body reacts. Your breathing slows. Your nervous system begins shifting out of survival mode. The cat didn't study this. It doesn't understand stress science. It doesn't know neuroscience. It just came over and sat down. But something subtle is happening. Right now, your cortisol for the first time today is beginning to fall. Not because you finished everything, not because you earned it, because your nervous system finally detected something important. Safety. The threat is gone. You can stop. You once knew this, long before life became complicated. Before someone told you rest had to be justified. Before your brain learned to treat every responsibility like a predator. Tonight before the phone, before tomorrow's plans. Before one more thing. Just look at the cat. Completely still, completely stopped. Not because it finished a list, not because it proved something, because it was tired. You were tired too. You still are. And maybe just for a moment, that can be enough. When did you forget that stopping was enough?